Hello and welcome to this session. My name is Joyce and I am a digital entrepreneur, and we'll be having a conversation on having a side hustle for extra income. I am a digital entrepreneur, but that's not what I have always done. I am an ex-banker, and in Kenya I worked for two different banks. The last bank I worked for was the Central Bank of Kenya. I left employment and I went into entrepreneurship. And the reason why I left employment is because I wanted to be the boss. Um, in the bank, you obviously have a hierarchy of bosses, but I didn't want that. I really wanted to be the boss. I was being driven by boss syndrome. So I went into entrepreneurship. And I have been an entrepreneur now for over 20 years. Now, the first thing that surprised me in entrepreneurship is what I was used to as a monthly salary. By the 25th, anybody in the banking sector would tell you the salary was punctual. I am now an entrepreneur, and then I discover that I needed to work harder than when I was in employment, and that income was no longer guaranteed as was in the bank. But you know how you say, I just have to make do with what it is that is on my hand now. I now decided to make do with what was on my hand, which was to get to work. I did run a highly successful business that covered most parts of Africa, most countries in Africa, and parts of Europe. That was the business that I ran for over 20 years. I call it my sweat, blood, and tears business. I put my all into that business. But as fate would have it, that business came to an end. And for the first time in 38 years of my working career, I found myself with no job, no business, nothing to do. I would wake up and not have anywhere to go to. I call that place no man's land. I didn't have a job. I didn't have a business. Some people call it transition. Other people call it in between jobs, in between careers, trying to figure out what you're going to do next. I call it the no man's land, almost like a desert moment, if you ask me, because I've come from having a very good income because my business was highly successful to having absolutely no income. So in that time, spending time at home, I would now be scrolling, looking for information. I'm looking for how to make money from home. I'm Googling how to find income opportunities from home. Clearly, I could see there were some sentiments that were not pro working online, but there were other stories of people who were succeeding working online. So for me, I was looking for legit. I was looking for long term. I wanted a pension plan. And one morning on social media, I see a gentleman explaining a work from home business model. Now that caught my attention. And that's what I'll share with you this morning. The opportunity to start an online business, a side hustle for extra income. We're going to be using your device, your mobile phone. Remember, your phone is on you 24/7. It's only on your sleeping moments that your phone is not on your hand. Ordinarily, you pick your phone per day about 100 times in a day. The number of moments you reach for your phone is close to 100 times in a day. So the phone is actually the best place for you to start running your business. I had come from paying office rent. I was paying salaries for workers, and I needed to stock up on a business. Today, when I see somebody who's running a business that has overheads, that has monthly costs, I respect them because I've been there, done that, moved on. Today, I will not touch a business. In the current economy, I will not touch a business that has monthly running expenses, particularly infrastructure monthly costs. Ha ha. Once bitten, twice shy, and really shy. So when I think about what is it that you can do, a side hustle that will give you profit, smartphone, as long as you have a smartphone, you have good internet, you're coachable, you're willing to invest in skills for yourself, you're willing to put in 2 to 3 hours a day, then the business model I'll share with you is a business that for me has proven that it can work. And I'll take you through that information now, step by step, so that you can understand how you can get started. All right. So it's an educational program created by an American entrepreneur. So the truth is, no source of income, one source of income, is not going to work anymore. In the past, you could live with no income and virtually get away with it. With one source of income, you could also get away with it. But the way the economy is right now, one source of income is not even enough. Let's talk about inflation, high cost of living, all those things, etc. This morning I've woken up and found that fuel has gone up. The prices on fuel have gone up. And when I think about it, in the past, I needed to commute. I needed to go to work. For 38 years, working in the bank, working on my business, I had rented an office premises in Nairobi Westlands. I was paying salaries, rent. When I compute my monthly running costs on that business, I am nothing short of, I just shake my head and ask myself, I think it comes from not knowing anything else. We call it just sticking to what you know. But today I say I'm wiser, smarter. I am wiser, smarter. Today I'll not run a business that has premises. I'll not touch a business that has overheads like salaries for workers. Because at the end of the day, there will be a game called We Will Outsmart You. And in that game, the people playing the game will play you. So for me, when I look back, I started a home-based business, my smartphone, my internet, and my time. So let's get to the side hustle. I market the Legacy Builders program, which is education for social media skills. You and I showed up on social media, but nobody taught us what to do. So the Legacy Builders program is a course, is a syllabus, is an educational program that is interactive, that will teach you step by step what to do on social media. Social media has over 5 billion people, and every day, yourself included, people are coming onto social media looking for education, entertainment, or both education and entertainment. Now, the same space on social media, you're going to find content creators, you're going to find social media influencers, you're going to find content consumers, and social media experts. So for me, when I was looking for what to do from home, I wanted legit, I wanted long-term, I wanted a pension plan. I was looking for a business with integrity. I wanted a long-stay business. I wanted a business that I could put my all into. When I start to do something, I put my 100% effort into whatever it is I am doing. Because I know when you put in 100%, you're going to get back more than 100% in terms of a result for what you put in. So that's how I got started in June of 2024. So I've now been a digital entrepreneur for the last 1 year. So what is it that the Legacy Builders program, what is it about? The course content, the program itself is beginner friendly. It is a beginner friendly program. It's not complicated. I'm not tech smart and I'm not computer literate. So the program is beginner friendly and you don't need any computer skills, so to speak, to get started. So number one, it's a beginner friendly program. Number two, you get certified inside the program. Number three, you have access to international coaches and mentors. And number four, you get certified and you can resell the very same program that you're using for 100% profit. So the same education you're using, you can resell over and over again for 100% profit. So you purchase the digital product once off. You get the master resale rights, which means you can now resell the program over and over again at 100% profit. Now, for people who market physical products, anybody who markets a physical product, you will need capital to restock. For me, who's marketing a digital product, there is no restocking. There are no monthly fees. It's a once-off purchase. This is not MLM. This is digital marketing. You're marketing a digital done-for-you program. So there are three things you're going to need. Education ordinarily sits inside a book like this. Normally, education will sit inside a book. But with the digital product, the digital education that I market, it will need to sit on the internet. So it has been designed to sit on a website, and then the website will sit on a domain. So you will need three things together. You will need three things together. Number one is the actual program, the course itself. Number one is the actual course. We call it the program. I'll interchange the word program, course, syllabus to mean the same. So you'll need the program, you will need a website, and you will need a domain. These are the three things you need to get started. These are the three things you need. You need the actual program, you need a website, you need a domain. I'm not tech smart, I'm not computer literate, but I just needed a new way of doing something different. So the program itself, the program will sit on the website will sit on the domain. So you need the three things together: the program, the website, and the domain. You need the three things together. It's a once-off purchase, and you now own the program, you own the domain, and you own the website. It's a once-off purchase. So the three things together: once-off purchase, no monthly fees, no repurchase, none of that. It's a once-off purchase. All right. Now, the program will sit on the website will sit on the domain. It's the simplest way for me to explain it is to say, my name is Joyce. I'm seated on this chair inside my house. So the program will sit on the website will sit on the domain. Now, the fact that it's your website, it's your domain, it means you own the three. Now, when you're looking for a domain name or a brand name, I would recommend you go for yourname.com, kind of like what I've done with my website. So my website is joycewawerudigital.com. That is what we call brand building. Inside the Legacy Builders program, you're going to be taught how to build your brand. That's the one skill that I have now understood. We call it brand building. Number two, you're also going to learn content creation. I didn't know anything about content creation. I had no idea what content creation was. I actually started where I didn't have a following. I didn't have a YouTube channel. I didn't have I went to TikTok where I didn't even have a following. I went to a place where nobody knew me. The truth is, your relatives and friends might not even be willing to support your business. The World Wide Web awaits for your story. Your potential customers, business partners are out there in the world. They are people you may have never met yet. Those would actually be your best customers. Those would actually be your best business partners. So that's how I got started. You purchase the three together. It's a once-off purchase, no monthly fees. Let's get to the how much. I said you purchase the program once, you get the master resale rights, which means you can now resell the same program over and over again at 100% profit. The simplest illustration I can use for you to understand what it is I am saying is to use Netflix. The same one Netflix you're watching in your home is being watched in Canada, in America, in South Africa, same Netflix. The same Netflix, 300 million customers can turn on their televisions at the same time and get to watch the very same program at the same time. So it's the same case with this program. The Legacy Builders program, we have over 54,000 people who have access to the very same education. And you can now resell the very same education at 100% profit whenever your customer purchases. I now have customers in America, Canada, South Africa, Angola, Sierra Leone, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Japan, New Zealand, Sweden, Finland. I have customers even in countries I have never been to. Why? Because I created content that traveled across the internet to people who are in different parts of the world. So let me say it again. Social media is the gold that is waiting to be explored. As a student for history, I know for sure, in the history books, we studied Dr. David Livingstone. We studied about Vasco da Gama. I went to South Africa, and at the very bottom of South Africa, at the Cape, down there, I saw the board that says Vasco da Gama came and conquered. In the history books, these explorers are famous for discovering unknown lands. Now, the unknown land, the unexplored land today, if you ask me, is social media. You're on social media, you're scrolling. You come on social media to look for information. But how about if people now had something from you and you started to build an income on social media? I know you know of people whose lives have been completely transformed by the power of social media. Social media is a game changer. There are 5 billion people. They're either looking for education, entertainment, or both. When people show up on social media, there's something they're looking for. Now, it's for you to discover and say, What can I put out there? And today with artificial intelligence, today with the apps on your phones, you can create any kind of content, edit it. That is the power of social media. Social media is the gold, the unexplored gold. It's a gold mine waiting to be explored. I didn't know any of this. I'm not computer literate. I'm not tech smart. Honestly, I had no idea what this was about. I just knew one thing. I needed to do something different because I had bills piling up that I needed to pay off. So because I'd come from having a highly successful business, I had a good income. Suddenly I don't have an income, but that didn't stop my bills coming in. I needed to do something quick to solve my problems. But at the same time, I was looking for long term. I wanted a pension plan. How much to get started? The website fee is $39. It's a done for you website. You're only plugging in your picture and your profile. You're good to go. Number one. Number two thing is the domain. The company recommends we go to GoDaddy for the domain, and the domain is between $40 to $55. Let's take the $50 one for the sake of mathematics. Then you will need the program itself. The program itself is $100. So these are the three things: the program, the website, and the domain. And let me write down the totals on how much you're spending to get started. We have said the program is $100. The website is $39. So it's $100 plus $39 plus for the domain $50. The total is $189. You have set up your business. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest with each other. Show me a business you can start today that will go international on $189 and there are no monthly running fees. Show me a business you can start from anywhere in the world today. And because of the power of social media, and because you now have a link that you can share on all your social media platforms, like for me now here on YouTube, my link is on here, which is joycewawerudigital.com. When the customer likes what you're saying and they go to your link, they can now purchase the program for $100 from your website. When we talk about the domain, for me, my domain or my brand name is what you see here, joycewawerudigital.com. I would recommend you create a brand, you pick a domain name that is yourname.com. That way we are building your brand online. That is part of what I have now learned from the business, which is brand building. All right. Now, the customer, you now have something inside your website, which is the program. You now have a digital product that you can sell. By the time people are restocking for physical products, you are not restocking. You purchase the program once, you can resell it over and over again, and it's 100% profit to you. Which strategies will you use? Who are your customers? Where will you get your customers? The same program will teach you step by step. You have access to international coaches and mentors inside the program, and you're going to be taught where to position you, how to brand yourself, how to position yourself on social media. You'll be taught content creation. You'll be taught attraction marketing to attract your perfect customer. With content creation, you can do faceless. You don't have to show your face. You can do face forward. You're going to be taught how to create content on all the social media platforms, which can be pictures, words, and music, which can be 10-second videos, 30-second videos, 60-second videos. And you push this to social media to attract your perfect customer. Inside the program, you're actually taught what kind of content to create. So you're not on your own. You have access to $1 million mentor. My mentor, Michelle, in 2 years and 9 months of running the business, her income, net income, in that time is well over $6 million US. What does Michelle do every day? What I'm doing right now, show up on a live and post 3 videos every day. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm copy pasting what my mentor, Michelle, does. Now you can sell the program, which is now inside your website. When the customer comes to your website, like if they now go to my website and click to purchase, they'll find the $100 program. If they want to purchase it, they'll purchase it. They'll click and purchase. When they purchase, the $100 will come to you. That's the meaning of 100% profit. The $100 comes to you. 100% profit, master resale rights. Master resale rights simply means you now have the right to resell the same program as if you're the one who purchased it. That's the meaning of master resale rights. Let's imagine 10 customers purchased the same program. You had bought it for $100. You now have $1,000. You're already in profit. Put aside $800, pay your other pending bills. Use the $200 to upgrade to the next level. The first level is $100, then $300, $600, and $900. There are 4 different programs that I market. Inside the Legacy Builders program, I market 4 different programs. The first one, we call it the Launchpad. And the Launchpad is the $100 program. Then we have the Blueprint. And the Blueprint is the $300 program. Then we have the Digital Mastery. And the Digital Mastery is $600. Then my favorite one, which is the Legacy Builder, is the $900 program. So you can market any of the 4 programs. You can market any of the 4 programs. So if you purchase the Launchpad, including the website and the domain fee, this is $189, $389, $689, $989. So if you purchase the $100 program, that's what you can resell. And when the customer purchases from you, you keep the whole $100. If you purchase the Blueprint, now inside your website, you will find the $300 and the $100, which means you can now sell both, and it's 100% to you. If you purchase the Digital Mastery, now you can resell the $600, the $300, and the $100, and it's 100% profit coming to you. If you purchase the Legacy Builder, which is the $900 program, you can now resell all 4, and it's 100% profit coming to you. I started in June of 2024 last year, and I went directly to the Legacy Builder program. Why? I wanted to resell all 4. I wanted to have my cake and eat it. I started in June. I'm not computer literate. I'm not tech smart. I only wanted to do something different. I was sitting at home with nothing to do. I wanted an income that would not only meet my monthly bills, but surpass on my bills. So I started on the Legacy Builders program. Within the first month, I put in the work, and within the first month, I had customers. The second month, I remember one of my customers was a university student, a young lady. She only just graduated last month in June. So which means she's done the business for 1 year. She told me, the way you're explaining this thing and you're not computer literate, I'll do it and I'll show you that even somebody who knows computers can also do the same business. And she started on borrowed money. She didn't have the capital to start. She started on the Launchpad, the $100 program. In fact, her conversation was her parents were struggling to pay her university fee. She had overdue school fees, and her hostel fee was also overdue. So she borrowed the $100 and she started. She put in the work, and within 12 days, she had upgraded from the Launchpad to the Legacy Builder on pure profit. Another of my customers in West Africa, she started on the Legacy Builder, borrowed capital. She borrowed the capital to start, and she started on the Legacy Builder on borrowed capital. And she used a model I call OPM, other people's money. I'm an ex-banker. Banks don't have their own money. In truth, they collect deposits and they lend that out to other people. So I used that explanation for this lady in West Africa, and that's how she started. She started on the $900 program, and within 7 days, she had 11 customers, which means she was at $9,900 within 7 days. Can it be done? Yes, but it takes work, it takes action, it takes believing in yourself. For a lot of people, when you get new information about the online space, a different way of doing business, the first instinct to say is, what if I fail? The first thing that comes to mind is, what if I lose? Why don't you flip the coin and say, analyze the information critically. What are you buying? Are you getting skills? What are the advantages of starting an online business vis-a-vis a traditional business? I've just given you my own example. I came from paying office rent, salaries for workers, taking in stock, a business with monthly running costs, to now running a home-based business. It's my internet, my smartphone, and my time. I don't have monthly running costs, and it's 100% profit. My first 3 months, which was June, July, and August, my first 3 months, as a newbie, as a beginner. I had no idea what I was doing, honestly. But I still got a result. And my 3 months income was equivalent to the annual income on the 20-year-old business that I had just closed. What does that tell you? Analog versus digital. I'll go digital any day. 4 words I want you to remember. The global economy is definitely going to impact on you. The digital economy is here to stay. Social media is here to stay. Artificial intelligence will impact on virtually everybody's daily life. 4 words I want you to remember: the global economy, the digital economy, social media, and artificial intelligence. By the end of this year, make sure you remember these 4 words, because in one shape, form, or other, these 4 keywords will have affected your way of doing things. I'm seeing entrepreneurs, business owners closing shop, closing businesses, companies sending their staff and employees home. What is that about? It's the 4 things we just talked about. The economy is different. You cannot do what you've always done and expect a different result. Let me say it again. In the past, you could live on one income. In the past, there are people who will tell you they've lived on no income and they still manage to live well. Not so today. You want extra income, you want passive income, you want multiple streams of income. When you get new information and you take action on it, you cause transformation. When you hear new information and you do procrastination, then what you have is television. Nothing changes until you take the action to cause transformation, not just for yourself, but for others. Ladies and gentlemen, there's somebody somewhere waiting to hear your story. I share my story because somebody out there in the marketplace is looking for inspiration, is looking for hope, that if I can do this, that if I can start from no background, no tech skills, no computer skills, and build a business, why not you? I see grandmothers, grandfathers in America working from home. In Europe and America, work from home is a big deal. It's only in Africa where you hear people saying, I'm looking for an office premises, I'm looking for a small shop to put a business. Hey, to run a successful business doesn't mean you need to have running costs or monthly overheads. That does not qualify that business to be called successful. You can run a business on your smartphone, because what have I done over the last 1 year? I've run a business on my phone from my house. When I compute the previous costs, office rent, salaries, the headache and the drama of running a business, sometimes I shiver to imagine what was that about. I look back and I say, God has been gracious to me. I don't take my business for granted. I'm truly grateful that God allowed this business, my digital marketing business. I'm grateful that God allowed this information to come to me when it did a year ago. I'm grateful for the South African gentleman who shared his story. For the people in South Africa have done the business for more than a year and a half. And in the 1.5 years, there are 20 rand millionaires in South Africa from this Legacy Builders program. Of the 20, 18 are mamas. And the 18 mamas, each of them says, I didn't have the capital to start. I borrowed to start. So it's not that I don't have the money, I don't have the capital to start. That conversation is neither here nor there. It is, are you willing to bet on yourself? Are you willing to trust yourself? Are you willing to put in the work to get the result you want? This is what I say about being laid back, about sitting in comfort zone, about hoping that somebody will come and do something for you. Hey, it's not going to happen. Nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. You are the one who will wake up and go out to the marketplace to cause for transformation, not just for you, but for others. I have customers who send me messages, who call me. I now have customers all over the world: Canada, America, Britain, Sweden, New Zealand, Finland, Japan, Mindino, what's this other country? South Africa, Angola, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. I have customers even in countries I have never been to. I get paid in dollars. It's 100% profit. I'm working from home. What is it that I do every day to generate passive income, extra income, multiple streams of income? It's content creation. You don't have to show your face if you're shy. And then I come on live like what I am doing. If I can do this, you can do this. I look at my mentor Michelle's results and some of my colleagues in America. Michelle has done this business for 2 years and 9 months. In that time, her net income is $6 million US net income. What does Michelle do every day? 3 videos and she shows up on a live. What am I doing every day? I'm learning and doing exactly what she does. If I can do this, you can do this. Academic education is good. Skills education is what is winning the day. This is 2025. You want a new skill. Your iPhone, your iPad, your laptop, your smartphone, all of them are upgrading. Your iPad says I'm upgrading on system iOS. You leave it on to update on the software. Your phone reminds you it's updating. Your laptop is updating. How about you? When did you last update yourself on a skill? This is 2025. You have the opportunity to make a difference in the next 5 months. The next 5 months are enough for you to turn around your financial future, that you will look at yourself and ask, is this me? That can be you if you say yes to new information. If I had said no to this information, I'd not be having a story to tell. I'd not have information to share. But because I said yes, I have a story to tell. Should you want to reach out to me, my detail is on my profile. You can get to joycewawerudigital.com. I also put it in the comments. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm available. I am accessible. I'm willing to teach you what I have learned over the last 1 year. The truth is, no source of income, one source of income is not working. Fuel just went up today in my country. Inflation, high cost of living, all those things are eating into your current income or your no income. So you definitely want a different way of doing things. So I'm really grateful for your time and attention. I hope I have served you. I hope I have inspired you. I hope I have encouraged you. The truth is, if I can do this, you can do this. Do this not just for yourself, but for your goals, your dreams. What is it that wakes you up? What is that thing that inspires you? What is that group of people, the people on your behind, the people on your back, the ones, when you wake up and lose sleep at night, what is it you're losing sleep at night for? Is it your children's education? Is it your grandchildren's education? Is it your standard of living? I mean, if something is keeping you up awake at night, then it is a call for you to take action, to look for a different way of doing things, to identify a new business model that you can work from the convenience of your phone. For me, I work from home. It's my smartphone, my internet, my time. I have access to international mentors. I have the opportunity for international customers. If I can do this, you can do this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really grateful for your time and attention. I hope I serve you. Mine is to keep sharing the information, to keep inspiring. The world out there is waiting for you. You have a story to tell. You want to learn how to package your story to tell it to the marketplace so that you can cause transformation for other people out there. I have customers who are riding the wave all over the world, and they're doing an excellent, fabulous job sharing the same information that I shared. I allowed myself to be an access for other people. You too can be the access for others when you say yes. If you say no, you not only close the door for yourself, but you close the door for other people who would have thrived in that very same place. Of course, I had my fears. Of course, I had my worries. I'm not tech smart. I'd never had an experience like this before. But guess what? The fact that I got started, the fact that I started doing something I'd never done, then I have the result that I would never have had. What my annual business was paying me, what my 20-year-old business was paying me as an annual income, I did in 3 months in a brand new business with absolutely no previous work experience online. So if I can do this, why not you? Information plus action equals transformation. Information plus procrastination equals television. Nothing changes unless you take the action. So thank you very much for your time and attention. God bless you. I'll see you on the next video. Good day and bye-bye. Take care. I'll put the number and the link on my, I'll put the number, the link on the comments, and you can get that off the comments on the video. Thank you.